Hello, this is Lee, streaming from mainland China. Uh, those who know us, who has been following me before, who has seen any of my video before, knows how easy I am with it. Actually, I do know a bit about video editing, and we do have professional graphic designer who can do, Adobe Premiere, Adobe After Effects. I didn't feel like we need to do it because the business that we are in is quite niche, and I think the word of mouth is going to be better for us in the long run. So I'm quite passive about the marketing aspect of my business. Or you can just say I'm lazy. It's easy just to make a product and let them run and relax, play game all day, talking with my fans. It's gonna be cool. But I I'm changing my habit just for this virus outbreak because I have been quite pissed about how the Western, not just Western, basically most country outside China, how they are handling it. So it's not. There's no point for me to name names. There's no point for me to attack anybody because there's. I'm not here to criticize anybody. I'm not here to debate whether China should be responsible, whether China should be supposed to be blamed for this outbreak of the virus. I'm merely here to talk about the importance of the mask and the reason why you are not going to be easily obtaining them from now on, and why, and probably why the reason they are telling you you don't need one, which you do. So again, there's I've been I don't want to just talk. I don't care if you like it or not. I don't think I'm the best talker. Sometimes I talk in circles. So this time I took a bit of effort to create this PD PowerPoint so I can talk with some points to follow instead of drifting. So first of all, some warning. I'm not a native speaker, and I'm not. You know, I was staying up all night when I started this video. When I started to record it for this video, but I was so tired that day, so I didn't. So I'm not staying up all night. That was 2 days ago, and but I did stay up all night that day to set it up because this is a computer I normally play game with. I don't have all this PowerPoint, all this recording or editing software. So I'll edit it to be shorter later. But now I'll just speak so I can edit later. I'll also upload the full version, and I'll also give you the short one. I'll promote the short one, but I'll keep the long one. So uh, again, I'm not professional. I know how to cut the video, how to do simple stuff, but I don't think I'll try too hard on debate about special effects because there's no point for me to do that. I'm not professional, but I know. I mean, I can make the video shorter. I can cut some of the stuff that is not important. So am I biased? Yeah, I'm Chinese, so from mainland China. So you can say that I'm biased, and I guess it's hard. Everybody is subjective to matters they concern about. We are human being after all, and yeah, strong language. Don't blame me. I guess if this is just how we talk in our side of China, northeast China, and we swear up, unlike the normal Chinese you see from Guangdong, which is Guangdong and Hong Kong, or people from Fujian, from Taiwan. Those areas are more, I guess, polite and more, I don't know, more in sync with your image of Asian. So we are also bigger. We weight more. We are bigger overall from my side of China. And I'm not a medical personnel, but I did sell mask on 2015 because my partner's family is into medical business trading with Japan, and we had uh, distributed one of the best masks with from Japan. That's a 95 mask from it's called, I think it's called Nippon Mask. I forgot the name exactly. It's the partner of ANA. It's the airline company, biggest airline company in Japan. So they are good. Again, for one last time, I'm making this video as a public service to make you aware of the seriousness of the disease and the virus, and about to tell you why you need masks, and to tell you how you should not, take the bait by your government if they are trying to, you know. So please don't tell me take care. And I've been talking about this for so long. At the beginning, maybe yeah, but now, like in China, you just see people wearing masks, and there has not been any cases in my city for the past 2 weeks. So you know, what I'm trying to say here is again, there's 3 points I'm trying to make. First, it's not just like a flu. This is more serious, and this virus will hurt you all. Oh, okay, hurt you. This virus will hurt you all more than China. I mean, my meaning, I think, is probably confusing English. This virus will be more serious from now on outside China than inside China. And don't think it's just Chinese. And don't try to say, "Oh, Lee, take care, best luck." I think I should say that to you instead of the other way around. Even your intention is the best. I mean, your intention is good and pure and kind, but it pisses me off all the time because make me feel like just give me the impression that you don't really taking this seriously. For you think it's more about for me, which is really not. So the last point I'm trying to say is blame China all you want. Like my government haven't confirmed the patient zero yet, but we are propaganding, or is that a word? No, we are like promoting the idea that this came from us eating wild animal, which we shouldn't be doing. Because come on, guys, those things don't really taste that good. I tried a snake 2 years ago, and well, because my friend dared me to eat the thing. That's well, I don't want to go into detail. You just say that it tastes horrible. So. But I'm very much against the idea that everything Chinese doing about this virus is wrong. So the government can steer you against Chinese, way in dealing with the virus, because they saying, "Oh, it's China. They are crazy. We Chinese are stupid. We Chinese are weird." Man, it doesn't make sense. So the biggest point I'm trying to make is that we all need masks, not just China, not just when you are sick, not just when you are caring for the sick, because I'm trying to explain to you why, So the first point, just like flu, because a lot of people are saying it's just like flu. Let me just give you a simple translation, because you can see this is SARS, and this is this is SARS, and this is how it looks like in Chinese. This is the coronavirus. And this is how it looks like in Chinese. So Chinese, 肺炎 means pneumonia. Doesn't mean flu. Flu is something else, 流感. So you should actually look up pneumonia as how it is. And I actually did, for the sake of a video, I did a simple one. So pneumonia is one of the serious after effect. Like, you got sick from flu, from whatever, then after a while, if you're not lucky, if you're not treating it, seriously enough, this is actually gonna give you pneumonia after the flu. So the only thing that is similar to the flu is how infectious it is, and well, this virus is a lot more ninja-ish than the last SARS, because you get patients without symptoms and they are spreading the disease, and you get patient who have this latency period of have not showing anything for 30 days. And I think the longest latency period is like 27 days, and that's very long. No more quarantine. No more virus will show themselves. Well, in fact, if they are infected, you'll be displaying symptoms like elevated body temperature and stuff, like coughing, in 1 or 2 weeks. So normal quarantine is 2 weeks, but this virus actually can stay in you as long as 27 days, according to our government. So yeah, well, you can say the government in China is overreacting a little bit, but not too much. But the rest of the world is just doing this, putting their head in the sand, trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do here. I think they are trying to save the rich and sacrifice the poor, right? So you can. So yeah, who cares? 1-2% population dies, so we can save the economy. What the fuck is that notion? So again, if you want to blame China, yeah, feel free to blame China because that's what I already said. That's what I were. That's that was something I said earlier. Why not blame us? We are very into wild animal, eating, and this is stupid. There's just so much issue come out of it, and I guess yeah, I understand if you eat the same thing day in day out, it's kind of boring. But you can cook it however you want. You don't need to eat different kind of meat, right? But again, so like I was saying, the government is trying to blame our people eating wild animal, and you know the bat seemed to be the origin of the virus, but the meat host is still not sure. Still, I just want to point one thing: we are trying our best to not export the virus, and that's one effort I think. Blame us, but acknowledge our effort in fighting the virus at least. So this is a simple matter. Do you need mask? So you can see from this WHO's message, masks are effective only when used in combination with frequent hand cleaning with alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. So masks are only effective with with you washing hands. I mean, come on. So yeah, there's nothing alone can protect you from virus. There's always combination. So they're saying for healthy people, wear a mask only if you are taking care of patients who are suspected of the virus infection. Because the virus is like a ninja, how can you suspect? Normal pneumonia, normal flu will be transmitting a bit around the time you are having symptoms. So before you have symptoms, you're not really transmitting. So this is like very different than the regular flu. And how can you know who is infected, who is not? How can you know you're not infected? So I guess the message they are trying to send is like you don't need mask, but it's good for you. So if it's good for you, how can you not need it, right? Well, I'll go back to why they are saying you shouldn't really, grab one. But so here is why there are no masks. As we all know, pretty much everything is made in China, and it's impossible to get enough for everybody because we are currently making about 100 million masks a day. That's after a lot of factories like BYD, the car manufacturer from China, even the national, like basically every city, if there's a factory, they are asked to make masks for this outbreak. And now we are about 100 million, but we have 1.4 billion people, which is like 14 times of that. And out of this 1.4 billion people, I suspect at least 200 million is going out to work every day, and the good masks are daily disposable ones. So is it enough for everybody? I don't think so. And the cost is actually already crazy. When you have no idea how much money our government spent to take care of the people here, if you think the masks is expensive in your country, come on, it's global economy. It's as expensive as in China and even for the government. Because masks are made from machine. The machine costs about 100K, 100K RMB, which is about how much? Like a bit less than 20,000 US dollar before the outbreak. Now they are costing 6.5 times as it was before the virus outbreak. 6.5 times for machinery. That's like crazy. And the funny thing is that if you get it today, the price is a bit more than you are getting them tomorrow, because a machine of a mask can produce 5,000 per hour. That's like, you know, a lot of masks. Basically, you are getting 120,000 masks a day made by the machine. So that's why the price are varying even even from the today to tomorrow delivery wise. And the mask that gonna protect us is the ones that with non-woven fabric, like the new kind of fabric, with the melt blown in the middle. So the melt blown is more like like plasticky stuff. So this this combination, 3 layers of this combination, is just standard medical mask. Of course, medical one will need to pass a lot more tests to be secure, but essentially they are the design. 1 layer of melt blown with 2 layers of non-woven fabric. So it's just like that. And this thing is already, this melt blown is already from 20K to 300K. So, and the non-woven fabric, I don't know how much it costs now, but I can guess it's going to cost a lot more than it was before. So the government is expecting you to not wear masks like we are in China because they cannot afford to make them. They don't have the manufacturing capacity to make them for you all. And I don't think China is about to sell to. I mean, it's not like we don't want to export. We are still exporting. It's just hard to get enough for everybody, and the price is absurd. And there are manufacturers that need to be considered. And the last thing they want you to do is to buy up all the masks so the medical personnel cannot even have them. But here is a dilemma. If you don't give people masks now, and then the hospital will be overcapacitated, overloaded. But if the hospital is overloaded, that's the end of your game. I don't think you can. I mean, there's no country in the world or in China who can make like a hospital that fast, and people's lives are at stake. So ultimately, this is no win situation for the government. They are trying to tell you need masks as ordinary people, and that's precisely the wrong message to send. I mean, we should acknowledge the issue that we need masks, and if you cannot obtain them, go out less. But the government is so worried about economy, the stock price. They don't care about your life. If you're dead, the economy better, and yeah, so be it. This is not capitalism, by the way. This is stupidity. Just, I don't know what to say. So again, I'm not here to criticize any government. I'm just telling you what's going on. So a bit about myself. I'm not a big fan of rules that I don't understand. I mean, you know me. I'm from my name, my friend called me Wild Lee, so I'm not the kind of Chinese you normally meet. And I run a small but okay business in a niche market, which is personal audio. We do personal audio, but we do in the niche market of personal audio because we do dynamic focused business instead of bias amateur. And I speak to my mind. I speak about my mind all the time. I speak my mind all the time. Sorry. Which get me into trouble in various occasions. And I guess, I'm the northern eastern Chinese, so I'm from northeast China, so I'm different than the rest of my people is not very into international cooperation, I guess. We are more like the less developed part of China. It's colder, it's closer to Russia, closer to North Korea, and our personality is different than the typical Chinese who are quiet and stuff. Or you can say I'm the weird one, even among the weirder Chinese. So, all in all, I'm just trying to tell you, your government don't want you to have masks, don't want you to buy masks to tell you you need it, mostly because it's hard to obtain them. We don't have enough for ourselves even, and the risks of losing money to you by investing in machine to make masks are going higher and higher every day because of the price the jumping. So the later you enter the game, the more chance that of you losing money. So I don't think I don't think they should lie to you about it because like the WHO is saying that you need mask only if you are taking care of a person who with suspected infection. But at a virus that you cannot really test, very infectious, hard to detect. Shouldn't we assume everybody is infected? Even we are infected, so we should have masks when we are outside. When we are dealing with people, we don't have to talk to like unless they're family, immediate family you eat together. So you definitely need to you don't really you are spreading disease to your family if you are with your family. So the masks can now help you to that. But if you're outside, wearing a mask will 100% protect other people from you, and it will be most likely the factor to protect you from other people. Because if you talk, you spit. Like so hence the original picture I have here. If you talk, you gotta spit to people, and if you do, then they can be infected. If you spit on you to you, not trying to mean when you talk, the things voluntarily goes out. It's not like I'm trying, I'm just giving you an example. So I don't know what to say. Right now, I've been talking about this since the break, but mostly within my fan group, our brand group. So within the clan, and I want to make this public. I want to make this public knowledge, not just among my circle. How can I make you understand? There's no city in China, there's no province in China has just two cases. There's only one lucky province, Tibet, has just one case. Everybody else has tons of cases, and you'll see the number like going like that in China at the beginning, in Wuhan, going like that. So, and it's going like that outside China now. So how can you still be ignorant about it? Like, how can you still make fun of people who are wearing masks? How can you even say to people, "Oh, this doesn't make any sense"? Yeah, this is a virus outbreak. There is nothing in the world can like protect you 100%. But if you are aware of the situation, you can at least talk to people like 1.5 meter, away from it, and hold your mouth when you do, and or go out less, or ask your government to do what China is doing to stop the business, stop the education. Lives are at stake. Yeah, some people say if you're young, you won't die from this shit, but this is pneumonia, and I'm personally, I can tell you, I had personal experience with this shit. I had this lung infection when I think 2 years ago. It's a bitch. When your lung is infected, you feel like shit. You don't have energy, and you like really coughing. It's not like you cough when you have a small flu, small cold. I mean small flu. When you have pneumonia, you voluntarily cough all the time, and it's so painful. So I was lucky. My friend from the group actually told me about it, and I'm a doctor, and they told me you have pneumonia, and yeah, they pumped me with all kinds of serious antibiotics, and I was cured after 2 weeks. But that's after for 1 week of IV, 1 week of taking the medicine, by eating it. That's like I don't know what to say. Oh, that's actually after 2 weeks. I saw it was flu, but then it was actually pneumonia, and so I stayed home for about almost 2 weeks because I didn't care about it. Normally, when you have a flu, you don't care about it when you are young. But it wasn't getting any better after 2 weeks. So I went to the hospital, and the hospital confirmed me as pneumonia. That's like 2018, And thank God it's not the infectious kind. And the flu, I think the flu causes you to be in a weakened state, then your lung can be more vulnerable. People saying, "Oh, this thing can transmit with from your skin." What really? Your vulnerability is actually here, your nose. Your nose is very sensitive, so it's as almost as exposed as your veins when it comes to virus. That's why you need a mask to protect your nose mostly. Your mouth is not so much because there are tons of corrosive stuff inside the mouth, so you can digest food. So it's lesser ideal for the virus. Of course, your eye can get that well, but it's a lot lesser chance to get them in the eye, unless people, I don't know, like maybe wearing glass, not trying to wear them, but I need them because I have my eyesight issue. But well, this last bit is a bit about mumbling, jumbling. So I'll just upload a video and I'll try to cut it to be a shorter version. So at the end of the video, I'm trying to put my money where my mouth is, not using, I mean, both buying the masks, so put on my mouth, and giving the mask for free to my fans. I hope you can see me doing this, even the masks are crazy in China right now. I still want to include them free of cost. Just as a gesture to tell you how serious I think it is, and if you can get masks for yourself or your family, well, try to get get enough for the next 3 months. This thing will be over in about July, before July, I think, in mostly in mid-June when the temperature is getting hotter. But at the same time, you see Iran, that's like a super hot country, still having this outbreak. So maybe the temperature doesn't help as much as it did with the coronavirus. So all in all, I hope you all can stay safe, and I hope my message is making a difference for you, no matter how small it is. Again, I'm not trying to criticize any government. I'm not trying to criticize any people. I'm not trying to defend my country. I'm trying to tell you the fact. I'm trying to help you stay safe, and I hope to God that you listen to me to an extent. And so, what should you do? First, buy masks. Second, buy alcohol-based hand wipe. 75% alcohol is good, not 100%. Second, you should be stock up on daily supplies and think what you need, and stock them up and stay home. And most importantly, stay home, stay home, stay home. Don't go out party. I know, trust me, I know how much it sucks in self isolation. I even did that for almost 50 days, and I only go out when I definitely 100% need to get grocery or to have to go out, and I don't even like it. And so, I hope my message can really make a small difference in the world, and that's good karma. Which I believe in. I believe in higher being, not any kind of religion per se, but I believe in higher being. I believe in karma. So I seriously hope that I don't get people talking to me again like, oh, this is just like flu, or this is confirmed the masks are now making not 100%. This is like saying the condom is 100%. Yeah, it's not 100%, but it's gonna be something greatly reduce your risks. So yeah, just like condom. Anyways, have fun, guys, and stay safe.